and welcome to the Lakeview Maker. I am the Lakeview Maker, and today I'm going to be taking you through how to make our free cherry blossom blanket pattern. I love it. It's an amazing way to bring a bit of spring into your home. I really hope you enjoy the pattern, so let's get started. Okay, so for this pattern we're going to start by making one flower. So all you need is a crochet hook of the correct size for your wool, some scissors, and the wool you're going to use. I'm going to use this nice blue. So to start with, we're going to do a magic circle. So we're going to twist it in a cross shape over our fingers. We're going to go under and over and pull up. And we're now going to chain one just to secure everything in place. So now we're going to do 5 single crochets into the magic circle. So if we insert our hook, yarn over and pull through, so now we have 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through those 2. So that's 1 single crochet. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, as you can see, we've got 5 stitches. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pull that tail that we left with the magic circle, and we're going to pull it closed. And to finish this off, we're just going to slip stitch into the very first single crochet we made. So we yarn over and pull through, and then just pull through again. And this is the foundation of the flower. So to make the first petal, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook in the stitch that we slip stitched into, and pull up. Now we're going to pull up our yarn so it's the same height as these 3 chains, and then we're going to yarn over and go in again. And we're going to do this 4 times. So this is 2, 3, again make sure you're pulling up, and 4. So we have to make sure that we've got 9 loops on this hook, and the chain counts as 1, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to pull through all 9 loops, which is what I've just done now. So we're now going to slip stitch, so just yarn over and pull through that loop, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is the front of our flower. We're going to actually insert our hook around the back of that stitch. So we've got the stitch we were in and that's got all the loops in it. We're going to go around the back, so turn everything round, and we're going to do a slip stitch, and this just secures the petal, so now that will stay like it is. And to get ready for the next stitch, we just insert our hook into the next stitch and slip stitch, and then turn, and you're ready to do it again. So let's chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to yarn over, insert into the same stitch, and pull up to the height of the 3 chains, and do that 4 more times. So 2, 3, 4. And also, if you notice the hole here, it might start opening up again, but we're going to tie off the ends and this will tighten up. So we pull through all 9 after yarning over, and then we slip stitch. So let's do 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, And then let's turn it around, put our hook back through that same stitch and slip stitch. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch and slip stitch. So it's chain 3. So while I'm here, I have already started a patch of the flowers, and as you can see, these are all joined together. So while we do this, we're just going to incorporate the flower into the patch. So we essentially build this blanket as we make the flowers, rather than having to sew all the flowers together at the end. So I want to put my flower here. And as you can see, we've got a point where we have to join it to 1 petal and a point where we have to join it to 2. So I'm going to be able to show you everything you need to do for that. So put this to one side for a second. Let's carry on with this petal. So I'm going to yarn over and insert into the same stitch. And then pull that up. And then I'll do that 3 more times. As before, we're going to yarn over and pull through. Now we're going to stop here because we're going to join the petals at the tips. So if we pull this out a little bit and just let that sit, and that will sit quite happily. And we need to decide where we're going to start. So I'm going to join to this petal first. So to join to a single petal, you need to, you can see we have the chains around the back and the slip stitch. We need to find the top of the petal and insert into the front loop of the stitch at the very top. So we've done that. We're going to put our loop back on the hook, and then we're going to slip stitch through both loops. So we yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2. Now we pull that tight and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And as we've done before, we're going to go into the back of this petal and we're going to slip stitch and then slip stitch into the next stitch, and we're ready to start the next one. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to, as you can see, it's connected to the blanket at the moment, but we need to connect it some more. So we're going to yarn over and do the puff. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through all 9 loops again, and we're going to pull it out slightly just so that we can put it down so that we can join. So to join at 2 points, instead of going through the slip stitches, we're just going to put our hook through the gap between the 2 petals that are already joined, and we're just going to pull up. So we pull that tight and we do a slip stitch. And now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we insert into the back again. So this is very simple. It looks super complicated and everyone will be very impressed, but it is not a difficult stitch to do. It's just a little bit time consuming because obviously we're only working at 1 flower at a time. So I'm just going to finish up these last 2 petals and I'll be joining to this one as well. So feel free to pause, get to the end of the 6th petal where you chained 3, come back and we'll finish it off together, okay? I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we have slip stitched into the top of the last petal and we've done 3 chains. So we're going to go into the back again and do 1 slip stitch And now we're going to get our scissors. We're going to cut a small tail. And we're just going to pull this through. We flip this upside down. We're going to tie a knot and we're going to pull tight, and that closes up the flower and just finishes it. And then we're going to tie a knot again just to secure it down. Okay, then get your scissors and cut. And you can save these scraps and use them for stuffing other projects if you decide to do any. Here we have our flowers. I would recommend when you're building a blanket, just mark the corner. So I've decided that that is going to be my outside edge and I'm going to build this way. Also, the great thing about this design is that because you build as you go, it can be as big or as small as you want it to be. So thank you for coming on this journey with me. It's been great making with you. If you enjoyed this pattern, please feel free to check out our other patterns. If you struggle with any of the basics, please check out our YouTube channel at Lakeview Maker, as that's where I'll be posting tutorials on how to get the basics. And if you have any questions or you'd like any more videos, please leave a comment, or you can even email us, info@lakeviewmaker.com. So thank you again. I'll see you next time. Bye!